The former running mate of the late governorship candidate of the APC, James Faleke, has filed separate suits against the Independent National Electoral Commission and the All Progressive Congress at the registry of the Federal High Court in Abuja. He's asking the court to declare him governor-elect of Kogi State based on the outcome of the November 21st polls. In the suit filed by his counsel, Mr. Wole Olanipekun, Mr. Faleke is praying the court to declare that election into the office of the governor of a state can only be conducted in the manner expressly stipulated by some sections of the Constitution. He also praised the court to grant an order setting aside INEC's decision that the governorship election held in Kogi State on November the 21st, 2015 is inconclusive. The matter is yet to be assigned to a judge. Well, joining me now on the news at 10 is a senior advocate of Nigeria, Barrister Robert Clark. You're welcome.
Always my pleasure to be here.
Well, before we come to the main topic, I would like you to please comment briefly on what's happening in Onitsha with the pro-Biafra protesters. What are the legal implications?
Well, it is not a surprise what is happening. And why I say it's not a surprise is because the federal government had not taken a very decisive, method in dealing with the problem. Radio Biafra had been on air for well over 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And the government had never made any, effort to stop broadcast or any form of communications. And because of this, I think many people feel it's the normal thing. However, you will appreciate that the country today is moving towards what you call a change. The youths are very restless all over the country, not only in the southeastern state, all over Nigeria. The youths who had been used during the political time now find they don't have any mentors, they don't have any masters. And with due respect, Southeast State believes now that they are no longer in the mainstream of Nigerian politics. So that the heavy contracts expected by these top leaders in South are not forthcoming. So money is very scarce now. The youths are restless. And I think this is just a way. But I believe it's an incident that will fizzle away. Like any other incident, I believe it will fizzle away. My only fear is that the police are a bit afraid to deal with the situation. They are afraid because of the human rights aspect of it, that Nigeria again might be put in the limelight, that they have used excessive force in dealing with a mob approach. That, I think, is the main reason why they are not ready to cope this excess. But I think this will fizzle out. Time will tell.
All right, thank you very much. Perhaps it'll be a conversation for another day. Now, let's come to our main topic of conversation. Can we try to unravel the present situation in Kogi State? Mr. Faleke campaigned with the late Abubakar Audu, but he has been replaced and has consequently gone to court to seek redress. So, is his replacement, is it a legal issue or is it a moral issue?
Well, let us get it straight. Mr. Faleke's position has not changed. He has not been replaced. What has changed is that under the Constitution, before any governor can contest an election, he must have a running mate. We call it the unity of candidature. That is, a governor cannot on his own contest. He must have a deputy, making the two of them joined together as one in an election. The Constitution provided for events that may occur pre-election. The Constitution provided for events that may occur after the resolution of the election by a declaration of who is the winner. The Constitution is silent on what occurs during the pendency of election, during the announcement of an election result, before the declaration of the winner. That is the vacuum we have found ourselves in Nigeria today. I was on air here last week, and I said, from my own humble opinion, the deputy to the governorship candidate should, upon the death of the candidate, assume the position of governorship.
But now we have a situation, according to what you've said, we have a situation where there is no governorship candidate and there is no running mate.
Yeah. You see, the first mistake we have made, which INEC made, is to have approached the Attorney General for an opinion. There is nowhere under the laws in Nigeria where INEC, who is supposed to be an independent organization, will run to the executive to ask for directives. That is the first mistake they made. The Attorney General also, he is a politician, and I've always canvassed that you have to, split the post of an Attorney General from that of the Minister of Justice, because the Attorney General is a politician. Now you have a political situation, and he's being asked to prefer an opinion. Now, he is giving an opinion based on the judgment of the Supreme Court in Amechi's case. As I said here last week, that law is no more the law in this country. Even the Supreme Court itself has jettisoned itself from it. Now, how can you bring somebody to come and replace in an election that has almost been concluded? Now, if Bello, or whatever his name is that has been brought in now, should win the remaining seats, what declaration is INEC going to make? Are they going to say that Bello has won the majority of votes cast in the election when he did not contest almost 9/10 of the election? Now, why should Faleke go to court? As far as I'm concerned, no federal high court, no court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to determine who has emerged in an election. That area is specifically by constitutional powers vested in an election tribunal. So if he goes to court, the question of jurisdiction comes to play. Does the federal high court have the power of the jury to make an order compelling INEC to declare so? No, no way. So we have this confusion all around us.
Now, so what is going to settle this confusion? Because even if INEC is ready for the election on Saturday, is the result not going to be inconclusive again with Mr. Faleke in court?
If Mr. Bello had not been brought in to take the position of late Audu, if the election had been left as it is, allow Faleke's name and Bello's name to still appear on the ticket, and a result is declared, then the issues will have been narrowed very well to the extent that, is that result okay? But now you are asking Bello to come and take over. Are you going to declare him the candidate with the greatest number of votes? PDP will go to court and say, no. My candidate, PDP, who is the present governor, has more votes than Bello, whom you are declaring. Bello has only about 45. He can't have more than those 45,000 votes that they claim. Then you have to add his own votes to that of Audu to now get, whom are you going to declare the majority, owner of the majority of votes? So that is the problem they all have in hand. And I pray it is solved quickly.
Thank you very much for coming on the news at 10.
Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with Barrister Robert Clark, a senior advocate of Nigeria.